Hello! Welcome to today's web streams, the Kench Niner Niner time. Boy, that introduction went really quick for some reason. I'll tell you why in a second. There's a good reason for that. Do I have my lights on? Oh, fuck. Pardon my French. Oh, fuck you, as the French would say. But, oh, there, that looks so much better. I need my overhead light too. Because I was like, work, you can't see me. Okay, look what's going on here. This is what happens when I try to launch Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Not looking good for a flight simulator segment live from the web today. At least not with 2024. And this has been going, we'll give it a few seconds, but while we do that, I already stopped and restarted it, so it's not an issue. Obviously, I have internet, so it's not my side. I mean, I'm watching several web streams. My typical, I'm using my typical router here. See if I can get to their router, right? Yeah, I'm using my regular router. It's making sounds. I don't know if you can hear it. You can't really hear it. It's making little musical sounds. Server issue detected. Wow. And it's making a little sound. I'm going to click on this. Yeah, I'm trying to click on it, and that, oh yeah, it does. It just brings up a FAQ. How to install Flight Simulator. Known issues. Is there some way to check if there's server issues? Nope, nothing on this page. Interesting. We are aware that some users are encountering. This was at 10:45, so about an hour ago. Engineers are working to mitigate the issues. Oh, both flight simulators. Let's see what support says here. Xbox services are having issues, and I believe it's affecting not just Flight Sim, but all Microsoft, kind of like Halo and all things, which is pretty serious. I'm just going to confirm. So, what we may do, interestingly, because there's always, I'm a flexible guy, is do the music segment first. See if the and then do, because I really want to go to Big Bend in Texas. We could do the music segment, then we could do the or we could do we do the music segment, and then we'll do the. I want to first see if according to that, I was thinking, well, maybe it's just going to affect 2024, and 2020 is going to launch, but apparently it's affecting all Microsoft, services. All, games like that, including both flight simulators and a lot of other stuff, and it's been down since 10:45 this morning. So about more than 45 minutes, which is a long time. But I mean, I think eventually they'll have to fix it. So the engineers are on the case, I guess. Maybe they have a backup tape stored somewhere. I have over 1,000 streams, at least, at this point. And I would like to say that for sure, I've never had an issue where neither flight simulator would start up. Never. And, sometimes they'd crash to desktops, and sometimes there'd be like weird, it didn't start the first time, but the second time it started up, kind of weird cases. So there's been a lot of everything, except the servers are down entirely, and so there's no point in streaming today, you know what I mean? Well, no point in doing a flight simulator stream. And I don't have like a backup game. I don't know if this affects Forza Horizon. You'd think it was. Please insert the game disc. What are you talking about? I don't have a game disc. Yeah, that's not the right. That's not a normal response at this point from 2020. I'm kind of curious, though. I'm just curious because, well, a second, it's going to get out of here. I'm curious if Forza will start up. Forza Horizon, because it's another game that needs this, that has this kind of signing in thing. That needs to sign into your Xbox account. Also, I want to check my Xbox app. I want to see if Forza will launch. Maybe we'll play Forza. I won't even leave the category. It's like some people are in like the category on Twitch. Anyway, so should we get anything to start up? Um, but yeah, look, it looks like the games are down. It's kind of for everybody too. I think. Um, Xbox games are down. Well, I think this. Give it a second, because Forza Horizon takes a while to launch. From here, even it's probably a launch. I don't know. Maybe it's not all games. Apparently, it's not. Let's see if it logs us in here, because just starting the game is one thing. Of course, we could always play Forza 6. You know, it's not a bad game. I don't really like doing it on stream because it's not something you can narrate. I'm not 100% sure it's going to start up, but I think it is. I'm gonna try Flight Simulator one more time. If this starts up, I'm gonna try Flight Simulator because I think they're the same. They're the same startup thing. Yeah, it's fine. Assuming it can load my well, we have to see if it loads my person. So this is the part. Well, no. Yeah, right. It loaded me, right? I just want to double check. I haven't played this in a while, so I might have to redo this. Yeah, it's gonna redo this. But we'll have to see. Looks like I don't know. It'll just be a fun little tech stream today. But normally we play Flight Simulator and then we do the big brain games. At least some of these are going to be working. And then there's a musical segment. Today's Ken's Piano Lounge, I believe. So I'm going to bring my piano out here. At least I'm going to do that. That doesn't require any online, abilities. But if we can fly around, I want to fly around. It's kind of my relaxing thing to do. I do it even usually on the days off. Yeah, it looks like it has started up. It has loaded me. We'll see if it has my specific, like my garage. Because in that case, it's definitely hooking up to the online service. All right. All right, it looks like it is. No problems. I think. Well, let's see. Yeah, this is all.
Welcome back, Kappa.
It knows exactly who I am. All right, I just wanted to see if this was going to work. Like, yeah. Oh, look at that. Cool. I don't know if I've seen this car. Car. It's all autumn. I haven't really played too much. What are those fans for? I don't know. It's kind of a wild car. All right, but the point is, I want to see. If we're gonna have any shot of. Give me a second here. Okay, so that shuts down. Flight Simulator, because it seems funny that it affects Flight Simulator and doesn't affect other Xbox games that were purchased through the Xbox store, or that same Xbox store. You were diving for treasure. Well, you haven't missed anything because of where nobody's able to run Flight Simulators. Either one. They're both servers are down, and it's not good. But they've been working on it for a while now, so we're gonna see if the servers are back up. I'm not that optimistic. Yeah, servers are down, and it's affecting both flight simulators. Wow. But that's sad because it's not affecting, like if I bring up if I bring up my Xbox, this thing here. Yeah, really. I mean, all this stuff is up to date, right? Flight Simulator 2024. Time played 683 hours. That's not that much, really, is it? I bet it's undercounting. I wonder if it would have. No, that's a Steam game. That wouldn't affect it. But yeah, this is what we get when we try to play 2020. It's an unusual thing. So what I'm going to do, okay, well, after this, I'm going to make a command decision, which is to reverse the order of the things. And if I can't, it will be a short stream where I'll just do music. But what we're going to do is I'm going to go into just chatting. We're going to do the big brain games. Just chatting. I'm kind of curious to whether other people, probably people who are already signed on to Microsoft Flight Simulator already could stay online, but you can't get online. This is 2020, which I'm always like, oh, it's a great backup because I keep it up to date. I always keep it, up to date. But here it just says insert the game disk, which doesn't do anything. And that's not a normal error message. All right, so we've seen this message several times. I'm going to make a command decision. We're going to go into we're going to go into Just Chatting. Give me a minute. This is a great stream that's just like every other stream, except, even more scuffed than normal. Okay, hold on a second here. Oh, yeah. But honestly, this is the frickin' first time. I'm gonna refresh this Xbox support page. This is the Xbox support page. Xbox services are having issues 1 minute ago. Count and profile stores gaming and gaming. Resolution pending is taking longer. This was reported yesterday at 8 p.m. though. That can't be right. Can't it that long? Well, they're calling it a major outage. Still okay. Anyway, the point is, big brain games. Suck it. You know what I mean? I gotta have some kind of stream that I'm gonna do normal shit on. All right. So where would I be for the big brain games? Let's just go right to the Quirtle. And what I'm gonna do is after the big brain games and the musical segment, Ken's Piano Lounge. I'll try again. And by the way, I have a glass of freshly poured Diet Coke here, and the useless controller. We're not going to be using this for the big brain games or the musical segment. The beautiful Bluetooth useless controller. But there's a first time for everything. I love it. Actually, I kind of care. I don't care. After you've done 1,000 streams, they're all basically the same except for the content. You know what I mean? One that's no good is no big deal. But I really was looking to go to Big Bend, Texas. It's a national park. Never been to that part of Texas anymore. All right, I think this one's going to be Chimp on the upper left there, right? Yeah, pretty much. And then we got could be Mossy, I think, on the upper right. Just go for the simplest one there. And then we got it's going to be Whine, Whine, I think. Could be something. Yeah, no, that's right. All right, we're just not rushing through them. We're doing them at the normal fast speed. Okay, we got this one will be go. We still have an let's see. This could be verso. Okay, you just have to kind of know these weird ass words that are in the dictionary. If it wasn't for the E, I'd say it's torso, or worst. There's a couple of things, but with the E, it has to be verso. And again, it's experience. You're playing these games for years, and you kind of know what the dictionary is, and these patterns instantly kind of lead to the words kind of appearing in your mind. It's sort of magically. All right, the Revealed is the next game. Meanwhile, I'm going to have this Xbox status page up here. All right. And that will tell us if we can, right? Okay. All right, let's play this here. Okay, so the person, their name has 2 words. That's normal. 7 letters and 7 letters. We're going to suss out who this person is if we can't. All right, so the person, born August 9th, blank, U.S., an American person. Died February 11th, blank, was an American, we already knew that, blank, who was one of the best-selling blank of the blank, who was, they're dead. Okay, fine. The daughter of Emily blank, whose blank group blank for blank, and other popular blank, and a cousin of blank. Blank began blank. Some author, I'm thinking. Female author as a blank, right? Female? Yeah, daughter. While still in high school, she blank for blank, and modeled for blank. So modeled. What is this one here? I want to reveal it. Performers. I want to see what the name of this group is. I'm not really sure what we're going for here. Sweet Inspirations. Sweet Inspirations. All right, slight cheating. Never heard of Sweet Inspirations, did I? Interesting. So, founded by Sissy Houston, but that's not it. But I don't think it's that. I think it's not Aretha Franklin. It's not Dionne Warwick, right? This is a tricky one. I think they're looking for Whitney Houston. I'm sure they are but it would be hard to figure that out from that. I'm sure they are because I'm looking for what fits. Okay, yes, because it was the mother, Sissy Houston's vocal group. I need to cheat a little bit to figure that out, but you know what? Not cheat, do some research. I've been known to do that. Hey, it's not a time game. Other people are probably doing research too. You know what I'm saying? All right, and that was kind of a lot of hints revealed. But I mean, Sweet Inspirations, it's enough information to tell you who it is for sure. Other players, we need a decent number. We still beat other players, but you know what I'm saying. That's not a great measure. All right, I'm going to run through the tightrope trivia, the Monday trivia. Let's see how well we do. It's time trivia. Let's keep going. Show's got to move on. Burlington, Vermont. Ben and Jerry's? Okay. Oof. Kind of a weird question. Kicked the bucket. Kind of a euphemism of those, I would say. All right, moving on. 2-2. I don't know. Oof, that was a guess. That's kind of process of elimination. That took a long time. By the way, this is a timed quiz. I'm burning up points by taking time. But it is being completed in 94. The channel. That's a portmanteau word right there. Channel. Was Florence Nightingale, I believe. Was famous for that. Did not sprout extra heads. I think that was an issue with the Hydra. In what small... I'm going to have to say Brooklyn is where he's from. Total guess, but it turned out to be correct, thank goodness. Originate near where? I think Hawaii. All right, well, that's a successful crossing for the first time. But they grade the questions. Easier questions on Monday, hardest questions on Sunday. Guess what? Today is Monday. So you'd expect the easier questions, and that's why we get a smaller difficulty bonus. But even without the difficulty bonus, we're going to at least beat the 2,000 points, which I haven't done in a while. That's not the highest ranking. Clever Funambulist. They've been getting harder. And the Sunday quiz, Saturday and Sunday quiz are really hard. I've been rarely getting across them. It used to be like a year ago when I first started doing this that I could get like 20 or 30 in a row. You can see I have my longest streak is 39. That's back when they asked easier questions, I think. You know what I'm saying? If you look down here. But that's a win. We put that in the win column. It's over 2,000 points. The next one is The Reunion. There's a couple of these that do every day. I really enjoy this game. It's kind of like a crossword puzzle. You don't get clues except you get these color clues. Okay, what's this going to be? It's either going to be there or there. I don't think it's going to end in an S. And I kind of think this word on the bottom might be something like, like light. Is there a G? There is no G, so it can't be light. I was thinking HT, but there has to be a G. But there's no G on the table. So the L literally can't go there. And what can go after an H, though? There's the limited number of things that can go after an H. It could be lithe, Lithe. And that would come after a D as well. Let's just kind of guess. Yeah, I'm thinking it's lithe at the bottom. Because we do have a bunch of T's to use. Let's use this T. And now, again, there's only one word I think that can be, which is, I want to watch this A I'm going to put this E there, which I'm pretty sure is right. It's going to turn green. This A is probably going to turn, well, it's definitely going to turn white, which means it's on this column somewhere. There's another A in addition. We're just going to remember that because it's going to turn, oh, it's interesting. It turned stay yellow, which means it's on this row. Interesting there. So it's either there or there. Interesting. Okay, so the A didn't turn white, so now it's on the row. So far, we're doing good. I'm trying to get this in 17 moves or less. But we'll see how that goes. What else do we have? We have this S that we know is on the row, so we have a limited number of possibilities there. Ooh, AI stream viewers at Stream Boo. Boo! Oh, Stream Boo always scares me. I get terrified easily. Could this be carousel with a C? No, because the A can't go there. So it can't be carousel. Well, actually it could because this A could go there. C-A-R. Is there an R? See, if there's no R, and there's no R. It can't be carousel. Okay. All right. So, no. Interesting. Well, we can't stay here all day. Is there a V? I think this top word might end up being civic, in which case these will both turn green. Okay, I got lucky there. Kinda. But also, I kind of know what I'm doing in this game. Good, okay. So, and this word, we have another T. So it's going to be... Could it be just vet and two different words? And in which case, the T has to go there. All right? I think the T has to go there. The L has to be on this row. But I'm kind of thinking, yeah, this can be cascade. This L, I think, has to go here. Well, I know it has to go there because it was on the row. We're almost done. We should be. We're on track to do 16. I just can't mess this up here. So what do we have here? So I think where the N and the O is going to be there. Now I can't. This word is going to be where they're going to be reunioning. In which case, so this is a word. This thing, I think, is going to be but, B-U-T. right? Well, I'm pretty sure, right? And then there's an A. Well, this is going to be colonel, colonel, C-O-N-E. A doesn't go there, but that's fine. It's going to be... Well, I know this goes here, and and Lotus, and okay, what's this next one? It's either going to be Ba or Nab, but Ba I don't think is a word. Nab is. So we're on track for 16, and we made it at 16. That's another win. That's a win for the win column. By the way, how's our Xbox status support looking? Doing a little refresh here. We'll come back to that. Still showing major outage. At least some of the shit's multiplayer game is working. It's funny because Forza Horizon starts up just fine. All right, so that's a win column for that game. But as I say, I'm going to do my music thing. I enjoy playing the music for you guys and for myself. But we got to finish. We got plenty of games. We did the reunion. It was good. It was a win. Quirtle was a win. Revealed was kind of a win, a little bit of cheating. Tightrope was a win. Okay, let's do the loop and see how we do today on that one. We don't need this up here. All right, everything is connected. So the starter symbology, the starter ideogram is a fortune cookie, right? And then we got, geez, looks like Bambi and his mother. Is that like deers? Bambi? I don't know. We got a pig. Would deers and pigs go together? Spam and pig would go together. So that's spam. This is cookie settings. Well, that would go next to the fortune cookie. Cookie settings, cookie. Okay. Then we got like gardening gloves with a bear on it. She's breaking eggshells. She's walking on eggs. That's like a saying too. This guy is a mountain climber. Okay, so we've got bacon and eggs. Let's put those kind of all together here. We got a fly on a window, which I kind of think is like walk somehow is related to walking on eggshells. We got a glass blower and a fortune, I don't necessarily think that's going to go together. See, it would seem like the fortune cookie would go next to that guy, and the glass blower is going to go there. These are just temporary positions. And then the pane of glass with the fly on it. Let's put this over here, because I think the spam might be related to that. The person walking on eggs. For some reason, I think these are connected, but we'll see. The eggs and bacon. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Eggs and bacon. Then I don't have any idea. Oh, well. Yeah, see, now I don't really think. Now, some of these are not right, which I don't know which, though. You think the guy, the mountain climber, and I think that's a goat. Like maybe it's a goat. So we'll put there, and that guy there, and this here. We're just going to see how we did. Okay. I thought we did crappy, but then I noticed that we got actually more than enough information to solve this with just that one check, which means we're going to have a win today. I have a good feeling. All right. So what we did get is pig to this pork spam to your cookies spam to, cookies related to computer stuff, spam and cookies, fortune cookie, tell your fortune in the globe, what do you recall that? Glass blowing the glass there, glass blower, glass window, fly in a window is not related as I thought to eggs, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna figure this out because we got this and we know this is here. So let's see. Fly on a window would be more connected to what? Okay. Also, with the other thing we can connect to is a pig. So I'm thinking the pig would definitely be bacon and eggs, right? So if the pig is connected to bacon and eggs, and then we know this is connected to that, so this must be like that. Now this part I'm not sure about this. Okay, it's a fly. And so I'm wondering whether the guy mountain climbing gloves or this is a tough one because I don't know necessarily. So that looks like gardening gloves, but and it's got a bear on it. I'm kind of sure about this stuff. Like the pig is related to the bacon and eggs, which is related to walking on eggs and eggshells. I don't really know what that's. It definitely has to be related to this. All right, let's just guess. I don't have all day. Well, I don't, but that's fine. Yeah, it wasn't right. Close. It was the other way around. But I don't. Let's find out because I don't know the link between the fly in the window and the mountain climber. Oh, they're clinging to the vertical surfaces. And the young goat and the kid gloves. I did not get that those were kid gloves. Ugh. Walking on eggshell, walking on kid gloves. That was a hard one. I don't know. I guess I kind of consider that sort of a win anyway, but not really. I prefer if I get it in right away or in two. But I just want to see, by the way, today's stats. You can see it's also rated easy, so we didn't do that great. But it was hard. Only 5% of the players got it right away. So we did better than 60%. I don't know. We did not that great. It's fine. It is what it is. There's at least one more game we're going to do. First, I want to do, because it's just the random order I like to do these in, the New York Times connections. We're going to add to our 7-day streak. All right, so you can help out if you happen to be in the audience here, and why would you be? I don't know. I wouldn't be if I were you. But we're going to do the connection. So there's 16 words and or short phrases. We're going to try to divide those into 4 groups of 4 by affinity. You know, that's actually some damn fine Diet Coke. Go right down to the store right now. Quit the stream. Purchase all the Diet Coke they have. All right, let's read these. Cart. Got to put the cart before the horse. Or you shouldn't put the cart before the horse. Wait a minute. I don't know. You should put the... Okay, no, right. You don't want to put the cart... Anyway, cart, horse, carrot, stick. That's are obviously fake. It's obviously the 5th. Knitting needle, magnifying glass, beam, graveyard, bell, icicle... rings, heart, paradigm, stalactite, Doppler, and vault. Interesting group. Kinda. Wow. Knitting needle. I mean, things that have sharp points on them. A stalactite, a knitting needle, an icicle, and a stick? Let's try it. One away. I don't think it's the stick. Knitting needle, icicle, stalactite, and magnifying glass? Or because a beam wouldn't really... Oh, what else? Let's try it. No. All right. Oh shit. It's something else that has a sharp point to it. Oh, carrot. Oh my God. I almost missed it. Oh, fuck. That is, hey brain, that's not a good sign, but we only got 2 on. We could still potentially finish this guy, potentially. Nobody's here helping me, but that was bad. I should have got those 4 things right away. Okay, cart, magnifying, but that's good. At least we didn't get put this anyway. Cart, magnifying glass, beam, graveyard, bell, horse, rings, heart, paradigm, stick, Doppler, which is a kind of radar, I guess, or a Doppler effect, vault. Heart. Okay, so vault, horse, beam, and these are obvious gymnastic things, rings, of course, gymnastics apparatus. All right, so we'll get easier as we get rid of, as we eliminate. So we only have one left. Let's shuffle these up. Graveyard, magnifying glass, cart, paradigm, Doppler, heart, stick, and bell. Magnifying glass. It's almost certainly an antecedent or precedent word. Let's see. Or, let's see. Paradigm has dime at the end of it. I don't think that has anything to do with it. Magnifying glass does things with light. I don't think Doppler is kind of an outlier. Graveyard shift, but I don't see any of the things that could be shift. Heart attack, stick attack, no. Like change of heart. No. Boy, this is a tricky one, which is good. I like it when they're hard. I don't like it when they're super easy and I get it right away. Although the long tapered things we should have gotten right away. That's the green one. Magnifying glass, heart, stick, bell, paradigm, graveyard, Doppler, and cart. Okay, graveyard shift. Doppler is sound shifting. Stick shift and paradigm shift. So I'm kind of thinking these are kinds of shifts, and I was thinking correctly. It's tricky. I see if we can get the last one. This is not necessarily a win because I already got 2 wrong, and I only can get 1 wrong and call it a win. But that's fine. At least we'll complete it. Magnifying glass, heart, bell, and cart. What would these have in common? It doesn't matter. We still win it. It'll tell us. But I kind of like to think about it a little bit, see if we can figure it out. They're not shaped the same. Are these pieces? These are pieces in the game. In Monopoly, well, are these Monopoly piece shaped things, right? Is it Monopoly pieces or some game? It's icons on a shopping site. I was wrong. That's fine. Icons on a shopping site. That makes some sense. That makes a lot of sense. These are icons specifically, I think they're talking about Amazon. Interesting. But we got it anyway. It was a solid result. Got 2 wrong. That's not solid. That's not that great. It is what it is. But there's one more game and then we're done. Thank God. Out of curiosity, are we going to play? Or are we going to do some, are we going to play, we're going to fly? Or are we going to play music? I'll tell you in a second. We're going to play music. All right. So the last game is the Octurtle. After this, I mean. And we're going to do the hardest revision, the version of the Octurtle. Let's see. This one is interesting here. Because we have on the upper left, I already know this has to be anvil. We get, if I see a word which I know what it has to be, even though I haven't looked at all 8 words, it's no big deal. I know for sure that was anvil. Let's see what else we got here. We got some hard words here, but let's look at the relatively easy ones here. This one here is, it has to be filer, right? Yeah, I mean, there's no other choices. Filer, which isn't a very common word, but it's what it has to be. Then we have, let's see. Ooh, there's a G and a T. We've used H, so there's no TH. But there's... We haven't used O or Y. or S, which leads me to think, could it be gutsy? Because if it is, it fits and it'll give us the S and Y. And even if it's not, oh, gusty. I should have remembered. I should have waited, but that's all right. We're gonna get it now because it's, we might as well pick it up. There's no point in waiting. All right, that's fine. Okay, so let's see. We have this one has to be feast. That's not an issue on the lower left there. Here we have starts with T, ends in E. TIT, and that one's also spelled out title. We could still win. I just have to get all these correct, and going to get started harder. This one here, all we know is there's an R and an A and E somewhere. The A can't go there, and the E has to go there or there. But it could be something REA, so it could be dread, for example. Creep, CRRE. No, that's different. But anyway, it could be a bunch of things. But let's wait for a second. Hopefully, this one will be a little easier. It ends in LT, which is an interesting thing. So it probably ends in ELT, right? So what could that be? Otherwise, we don't have any other letters, right? ELT. Or it could start with E. I think it has to. I can't think of any words except for exult that end in LT, and it does fit. And we could use the X and the U. Wait a minute. No, we've used U. Hold on a second. Oh no, it can't be exult. We used U. Oof. Okay, so no, extol. No, oof. So now I think it may end in ELT. Dwelt. Okay. Once you come up with a word, it's going to have to be. The important thing is that D was very helpful. This word's going to be hard. I'm having a good time though. Okay, so we have DRE, and then so it's DRE, most likely A. But it can't be dream because the M is used. So I think we've eliminated everything but dread. That's good. And we're down to the last word, which is going to be the hard one. Okay, the interesting thing is there's an S and an L. Might start with S and L. There's no vowels indicated at all, and the only available one is O. So we're just going to guess sloop. We won. It was sloop. You know what? I really get excited about these darn old games. I don't get them all. It was a mixed bag. But I won well more than half of them. And look, this brain is 66 years old, man. I mean, when I was 40, I think I could have got all these things bing, 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 like that in 2 seconds. But the fact, I'm doing what most people. And it's important to me that I maintain my mental faculties. I mean, well, not important because I guess once you lose them, there's nothing you can do about it. But this kind of helps to prove we did all of the games I normally do. We're going to go over to the musical category, unless magically it looks like we can fly, which I'll tell you in 1 second. This is just the support Xbox page for Xbox Live status. And it is still showing everything as a major outage. All right, so we're going to go to the musical category. I will have to run my mid-roll, ha ha ha. Oh, music category, please. There we go. Music category. There we go. We're in the musical category. I'm going to run my mid-roll, bring my piano in, and it is what it is. See you on the other side. Alrighty then, how you guys doing? Can you hear me? Can you see me? It doesn't matter. Let me adjust this little thing here. So you can see that. Just this so it's kind of out of the way a little bit. Hello, check one. My reverb is off, which is good. All right, welcome to the musical section of the show, which of course always is after the flighting simulation part of the show, which did not happen today. Microsoft seems to not be on the ball as far as technical abilities, and there's a major outage or something, or nobody just gives a shit. I don't know. But yeah, no flight simulator. All right, let me get warmed up and see if my pedal is working. I just plugged everything in. Oh yeah, that's not warming. There you go. This way. That's better. All right, well, welcome to the old, regular old, Ken's Piano, is blah, 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 list of songs, etc. We're going to start with, say a little prayer. Piano's in the wrong place. Too far left. I'll need a second. It's got to be a little bit more right here. Almost touching my stand there. That's right where I like it. There we go. All right, after playing, I usually do this one by Joe Jackson.
I'm gonna work through my whole set here. You know, it'll be fun. Just because I like doing it. Wait, I'm gonna do them up in the right order. Flashdance and then Girl Theme again. Because I like this song a lot. I don't want to forget it. I'm curious to whether the services are kind of come back anytime soon. I don't know which of these is going to show it, if any of these. I guess I sent it away. We'll figure it out later. Oh, what did I just do? All right, go back where I should be. Okay, Girl for Me Panita. I'm trying to figure out if the flight simulator is going to come back. But if it's been down since last night.
Shima. Let's keep moving on a little bit here.
I'll just play some songs here. Got a bunch more I want to do. Hope you're enjoying Ken's Panel Lounge nearly as much as I am. You aren't. But it's fine. I mean, you still could be liking it. Yes, I get a kick out of it. Let me put this that way. All right, next one is going to be just the two of us. Misty? Wait, you want to play Misty? I don't care. I'm going to play anyway. Misty. Go Steely Dan. Okay, we'll go right on to Paul Simon or Paul. Excuse me. Oh no, Diet Coke. Well, Paul Williams. In the Matrix. This is where it was. That's why I play them. To repair the glitches. Like all these songs are gonna have little glitches here and there. Because I play them so much, you see what I'm saying? Alright, let's do a couple of these more of this. A few more songs I want to do before we head back to work. It looks like there's going to be no flying today, but Wednesday it should be fixed by then, so we'll actually have a flying segment. But I'm having a good time playing some songs anyway, which I do anyway. Let's see what it was. Oh yeah, Charlie. This one's actually called Linus and Lucy. A lot of people don't know the title of it. Christmas version, the Christmas song. Too fast. Even short versions of the songs doesn't matter. I gotta get back to work eventually anyway. I'll really we've done an hour and a half, and we haven't even done any flight simulations due to technical issues not related to my personal system here. It's just a system-wide issue, server issues, I guess. All right, let's keep going here. Oh yeah, well, let's see. one more song. It's not my whole list of songs, but you know, I feel like we've done a lounge set. Today. I'm just discombobulated. But only because, you know, my regular streaming, you know. My regular streaming kind of thing, which I normally do, was disrupted by the fact that there is no flight simulating today. You cannot, nobody, I believe nobody in the universe can play either Flight Simulator 2024 or 2025, or 2020, excuse me. I want to see what the servers say. If they say, give me a second, I want to see. Look it up here. Looking up the Xbox Live status to see if it's gone out of the red. You can see it yourself here. It is still in the red. Oh, you can't see it. You can't see it there. But oh, here, I'll forget it. You can see it now. Count and profile. Those are all major outage. Server subscriptions, games and gaming apps, pretty much everything. Because that stuff below it is meaningless in terms of online functionality. But yeah, that's not good. Does it say when they're planning on? It's taking longer than anticipated. It's been since 106. Wow, no resolutions in sight. hopefully by Wednesday, which is the next stream. Oh my lord. Hopefully by Wednesday we'll be able to play Zip Line. I mean, it's very unusual. Again, I've done 1,000 streams. I've never not been able to play Flight Simulator before today. That's fine. It is what it is. I'm gonna get back to work, and I enjoyed Ken's Panel Lounge. Actually, it wasn't a terrible stream in that it doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Content's not important. It's not good, so it's not important. But yeah, and I barely finished my Diet Coke because I got ice in there. It's because normally the stream goes for another half an hour. I'm so glad we had this time together. See you Wednesday, just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. Bye, everybody. See you next time.